So let me explain the difference between the abandonment wound of the anxious preoccupied and the betrayal wound of the fearful avoidant, because a lot of people get this mixed up. And it's good to know which primary wound you have in the driver's seat of your subconscious so that you can be better equipped to make changes to become securely attached. I'm Dr. Sarah Hensley. I'm a specialized social psychologist, and I've been studying the science of attachment for almost 20 years. Okay, so the abandonment wound is obvious. It's I will be abandoned, right? And the secondary wound to that is usually I am not good enough. So anxious preoccupied individuals really focus on being what their partner wants them to be. They're super focused on what does my partner want from me and how can I conform to that to make them happy, because if I do that, then I won't be abandoned. And they get really scared and really anxious and usually go into a flight response where they're internalizing all of that anxiety when they feel someone take space in a relationship, and they really get fearful during conflict, like, oh my gosh, the conflict could lead to abandonment. Betrayal wound is really a lot trickier for people to figure out about themselves. They think they have an abandonment wound, but really what they're most afraid of deep down in their subconscious is betrayal. And this often happens when there is childhood trauma. And so betrayal is like this idea that I'm going to be so attached to you that I'm not going to be able to give you up. And then you're going to betray me. And then I'm going to be stuck. I'm going to be stuck with someone who has hurt me, who I cannot trust, who will probably continue to hurt me, but the detachment would be too painful. So I'm just literally stuck in this potentially never ending betrayal with someone that I'll never trust again. And that formed in the childhood trauma of not being able to trust one of your parents because one of your parents was dysfunctional. And usually this occurs when we have a parent who has a mental health problem, or a parent who has an addiction issue, or when there was abuse in the home. But smaller traumas, what we call little t traumas, also can contribute to the betrayal wound, like having parents that went through a nasty divorce. So that's why fearful avoidance, when they can isolate and they can pull away from someone and they can compartmentalize and they can dissociate, they are trying to protect themselves from feeling betrayed, feeling hurt, right? The anxious preoccupied person doesn't have that avoidant side. They're never going to actually pull away. They may feel like deactivating, they may feel like they're shutting down and sort of internalizing all of their emotions, but it never makes them want to stop the activation and connection with their partner. I hope that clears it up.